G'day team, welcome to another tiny build scale modeling video. In today's video, we're painting up a US NCO late war in 1/35 scale. This is an Alpine miniatures figure that was included in a Vallejo paint pack in partnership. You've probably seen it before, but I'll drop the link in the description below. In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at everything from priming all the way to weathering your figure. So you'll see the whole process from start to finish. With that being said, let's jump into it. I'll be using the paints that came in the set, plus a couple of extra ones that I had laying around just for some minor details. If you don't have every single exact paint that I do, grab something similar at home and use it. If it's similar coloring, you're still gonna get a very good result. As usual, we'll start with Vallejo black primer all over the model. Once that's dry, I spray Vallejo white from the top down to create highlights and artificial shadows. This makes the details pop and gives the paintwork more depth later on. We're going to paint the jacket with 1 or 2 thin coats of khaki. Thin layers let the pre-shading show through, adding natural variation to the fabric. Using a fine tip brush, paint in his right side bandolier, cartridges and cartridge belt with khaki grey. If you slip or make a mistake, no stress, just tidy it up later. Next, we'll switch to yellow olive for his left side bandolier and his scarf. Back with khaki grey, we're going to paint in the Entrenching tool cover, the Canteen cover, and his Gaiters. Make sure you get the little strap at the bottom of the Gaiters. Those details really stand out when finished. Now for the pants. Use beige brown for his wool trousers. Like the jacket, we're going to try to apply this in 1 or 2 thin coats to let that priming work show through subtly. Paint the boots with red leather. It's going to look a bit bright right now, but don't worry, weathering will tone this down later on. Grab yellow olive again and paint the Entrenching tool handle, bayonet sheath, and his winter gloves. For the M1 Garand Strap, I cut a thin strip of Tamiya masking tape and glued it to the strap points on the rifle. It's a quick and easy way to get a realistic sling. Using Iraqi sand, dry brush the gaiters and bootlaces. To dry brush, dip your brush in paint, wipe most of it off on a paper towel, then lightly drag it across the raised details so that only the edges catch. This is a great way to make those laces pop. Paint in his Corporal chevrons with German camo beige. Then outline them with black. I had to get close with the brush here, so the camera missed some of it. But here's the finished look. Paint in the 29th Infantry Division patch with half French blue and half white. We'll use German camo black brown to dot in all the buttons, buckles and clips. A simple step that makes the small details pop. For his M1 Garand, paint the wood stock with flat earth. And paint the metal parts black. Off camera, I dry brushed the black areas with white aluminium to get a realistic gunmetal finish. For the DIY strap, paint it khaki and use German camo black brown again to simulate the buckles. And that's the body done. For his face, we'll start with 2 or 3 thin glazes of flat flesh. Then we'll shade with medium flesh tone on the mouth, eye sockets and neck. These are the more shadowy, darker places of the face. After that, we'll add brown rose onto his cheeks and chin for natural warmth. And then lastly, we'll blend it all together with a very, very thin glaze of basic skin tone. This is going to pull it all together and make sure nothing's too stark. I drew in some eyebrows and eyes very carefully with medium brown using a very fine tip brush. We'll paint the helmet yellow olive. The back strap is khaki. And the front strap is red leather. Like we did on his shoulder, we'll use French blue and white to paint in his 29th Infantry Division insignia. And then last but not least, we'll use German camo black brown for the helmet strap buckles. We'll quickly put our figure together. Once he's all put together, we'll spray AK Interactive Gauzy Agent over the figure to seal in your work and prep for the enamels. Apply a dark enamel sludge wash all over the figure. After about 10 minutes, take a brush dipped in odorless enamel thinner and wipe away the excess. As you can see, the wash stays in the folds and recesses while the raised areas get cleaned up. It really brings together all those details and creates artificial shadowing. Once you're happy with how your figure looks, we're going to spray some Ultra Matte Lucky Varnish by M1 all over the model to tone down the shininess and seal in our work. And there we go, a late war US NCO in 1/35th scale, painted and weathered and ready to go. If you enjoyed this video or learnt something new, please give it a like, drop a comment and subscribe to support the channel. Until next time, happy modeling and I'll catch you in the next one.